in terms of retrading, I think there's a bit more of a nuanced definition there, because when people hear the word retrading, especially if they're in our business, I would say perhaps a little bit newer in our business, they think that's a really
Cardinal sin,
super negative thing. And obviously brokers don't want to hear me say this, but the reality is retrading is actually somewhat normal, and I wouldn't call an adjustment to the price a retrade unless it's unwarranted or based on something that was already known. So for example, if I want to buy a property from you and I do my inspections and I know that you have a bad roof, but I go under contract with you anyway, and then 30 days later, the due diligence period is about to end, I've already tied you up for 30, 60 days, and then right as my money goes hard, I come back and say, you know what, I need $1 million off the price because your roofs are bad. Everyone's going to be pissed because that was a knowable risk that I should have factored into my original offer, right, and not something I leveraged. Now, however, if I go under contract with the intention of purchasing the property with fixed rate debt, and then the rate goes up by 75 basis points, that was something I couldn't have factored in up front. And I think it's something very reasonable to be honest with the brokers and the sellers and just let them know, hey, I can only withstand a 20 basis point move in rates. That's how I've priced the deal. And you know what's a red flag is if I go to the seller and say, you know what, pick me as the buyer, don't worry about it, I can withstand a 75 basis point increase in rates. Guess what? That implies to the seller two things. Either you're a liar, or two, you have way too much juice in your numbers and you're not actually offering your highest price that you can afford. And so both of those things are no good. So it's just better to be honest, and if you present a price adjustment or a retrade down the road based on legitimate issues that come up along the way, I think you can do that and preserve your reputation in the market.